Just thought I'd go live a little bit earlier than I wanted to because I got home a bit early. So yeah, I'm live. Match day 3, and I think there's going to be a lot to talk about. You know, some teams already through, some teams still with something to fight for. Expected to be some rotation, bit of doubt about Mbappe, saw Szoboszlai could be injured. Yeah, lots of stuff going on. So I thought I'd lock in my Limitless draft while on a live stream. Obviously, we have until 8 o'clock, so we'll see the Germany and Scotland teams ahead of obviously the deadline. So that should be good. And yeah, just keep an eye on all that basically. And I thought I'd share the 1 hour 20 minutes before deadline with you guys. So yeah, what more could you want, eh? My team as it stands at the moment is looking like this. I need to make sure it's arranged properly. A second. So I'm going to put Donnarumma in, Van Dijk in, Siemens in, Dumfries in. So that's me at the moment. Yeah. Not 100% sure on it, I must say. A few players that I've got my doubts about. Siemens, Van Dijk, Dumfries, whether I quite want the Dutch double up. Grimaldo, Theo Hernandez, Donnarumma, and Pickford in that trio. Yeah. Anyone in the chat wants to ask me questions, etc., feel free to fire away. We should be shortly getting, what I'll do, I'll just go on the solo screen a second because I'm going to load up Twitter, but I don't want to risk putting the main Twitter feed on a live stream just in case Twitter sends me some fantastic content on the algorithm. Looks like Trippier, the latest news we got from England. Trippier is injured. Well, potentially injured. Gareth Southgate is apparently left sweating over Kieran Trippier's fitness. So we got that one going on. Interesting. Who's going to play at left back? That might actually be good for England. Who knows? I'm just going to go back to the main screen while we check the rest of the Twitter feed, see what else is going on. I think that's probably the lot, isn't it? For now, I'll review the. Yeah, I'm just having a quick look. Yeah, I'll go back to my team. So yeah, there we are. At the moment, I'm Kane and Mbappe and Lukaku up top. I think Mbappe. Obviously, there's no solid info that he'll play. I just feel like he's going to play, basically. Xavi Simons, Scott McTominay, Jude Bellingham, and Szoboszlai in my midfield. I like the thought of having Scott McTominay and Szoboszlai because both of their teams have something to play for, and both teams are weak-ish defensively. So I think both players have got a chance of scoring. Both players from their respective teams, I think, are the most likely to score, and they're playing fairly weak defences. Like Szoboszlai against McTominay. Szoboszlai against Scotland, sorry. Obviously, Scotland have conceded, 6 goals in 2 games? Obviously, 5 of them came in one game, of course, so weak defence. Hungary have not been all that good this tournament. And Scott McTominay, I would suggest, is the most likely player to score a goal for Scotland. So I went for him. I think Mbappe versus Poland is a really nice fixture to target, and I don't know. I've just seen Pez Lover in the chat there asking me, is Mbappe starting? I don't know, mate. I don't think anyone knows. What I'll do, I'll go back to the main screen and I'll have a look, see if we've got any news about Mbappe. So obviously he's got his nice little custom mask now, but is he going to play? That's obviously the question. So we're going to have a quick look at that. Captain on day 1 at the moment is Szoboszlai, but I'm going to just check his fitness as well because it was in doubt. So we're going to have a quick look at that. If Mbappe not start, then Grizzy or Thuram. I also like the thought of going for Füllkrug, especially if he's starting for Germany, which we'll find out tonight. I really like the thought of going for Füllkrug. I think he's a good option for Germany tonight. Just having a scroll through Twitter to see about Szoboszlai, and I can't see anything right now. So yesterday we got this tweet from Hungarian Football Extra. So saying, Dominik Szoboszlai has not trained today. The captain retreated to the regeneration and reinforcement, so basically the medical tent, I suppose. It's not yet known whether he was absent from the beginning of training due to injury, but he is not expected to join later. In addition, he did not train with the others on Friday. So, according to M4 Sport, let's have a quick look. I'm going to go on the main screen just so I don't show Twitter. I haven't really... No, that's a fake account. Yeah, I don't mind Griezmann. I think if you're looking for the second best French player, I would say it's Griezmann for sure. He probably takes the penalty when Mbappe's not on the pitch as well. I don't know what you guys think, but I reckon Griezmann's on pens if there's no Mbappe. Not seeing anything solid on Szoboszlai. Just going to check. See if anyone's got any news. People going Oyarzabal of Spain, which is interesting. Or we could go for Jota. Could go for Jota because he could play, couldn't he? Go for Diogo Jota. I like the thought of Jota. It's a nice little punt, that actually, isn't it? Portugal already through. Jota's a forward. Can't go for Jota. Oh, that's rubbish. Who could I go for as well then instead of Szoboszlai? Let's have a look. Greetings from Turkey. Is Bellingham a good idea? Yes, mate. I think Bellingham plays because England have to win the game, don't they? Good evening, FPL Sparta. It's great to see you, mate. I guess I could just go for German mid, couldn't I? Whichever one plays tonight. I mean, see the lineup, don't we? Germany look good, to be fair. I mean, you're worried about rotation with a lot of these players. You could just pick, might do that, to be fair. Pick 3 German players that look good in the lineup. Just looking at the premium mids, though, and none of them... Some of them are already through. Could Bruno Fernandes get a rest? He's not the kind of player that gets rested all that much, is he? Just to know. Musiala, if he starts, I guess is a good option as well. Feel free to ping your questions in the chat, folks. I'm just going to go back to this screen just to see if there's any more team news that's come out in the last few minutes. Should have the Scotland and Hungary teams. A bit of luck. We'll obviously see if Szoboszlai plays as well, won't we? It doesn't matter if he's a day. I'm being an idiot. So he supposedly didn't train on Friday. But obviously we see the lineup, so if he's in it, I'll probably pick him, to be fair. I was being a bit silly then. He plays at 8 o'clock, which is the deadline. Yeah, still waiting for the team, so I guess we'll just go back to my... I'll go back to my team on the screen. We'll keep it as it is for the time being. Here we are. Who are you liking this week? Let me know in the chat what you're up to, whether you're using your free transfers or on a Limitless or whatever. I'm using my Limitless this week, if you couldn't tell, in the bottom. I don't know why I've got the price on. Don't need to look at the price when we're on Limitless, do we? Should we have a look at the fixture? There we go. So yeah, Kane, Mbappe, Lukaku up top. Still got an hour and 12 minutes to decide if I want to stick with Mbappe. Just feel like he's had enough time since he broke his nose now that he should be able to play against. Excuse me. He should be able to play against Poland. Xavi Simons, Scott McTominay, Jude Bellingham, Szoboszlai, and Kevin De Bruyne. All of these players still have something to play for, which is my thinking around picking them. Same with the defenders. Apart from Grimaldo, obviously plays for Spain, who are through. Cucurella's been really good at left back, so he's been playing. But I do think Grimaldo has a good chance, a decent chance, I guess, of starting. And Theo Hernandez of France, who need to win against Poland. I think they could keep a clean sheet in that one, especially considering Milik and Lewandowski are both injured. And then Timothy Castagna, obviously Belgium clean sheet last time out. I think they could keep one against Ukraine. Donnarumma and Pickford. I wanted Maignan and Pickford, but yeah, they play on the same day, so it didn't make sense. Oyarzabal thoughts from Spain. Yeah, I don't mind it. I think if Scott McTominay or Szoboszlai don't start today, I'd consider it. It all depends kind of on what the Germany lineup is as well. If they don't rotate too heavily, which could be Füllkrug and a couple others come in, they're still really worth picking in my mind. They could still do really well. I'm just going to flick over to the screen, just load up Twitter again and see if the lineups have been announced. Nothing yet. Should we have a look on the Scotland official Twitter account, see if they got the team. Let's have a quick gander. Scotland Nasho team. Still not been announced yet. Interesting. We'll eagerly anticipate that, and I'll just load up the Hungary team as well. Hungary football. What's the Netherlands clean sheet percentage? I hope I have it. There you go. Those are the clean sheet odds, mate. What I'll do is I will... There we go. That's clean sheet odds, bro. So Netherlands only 30%. Szoboszlai or McTominay? See, I have a poor answer to that question. I've got both. I guess we'll see who's starting, because there is a bit of doubt around Szoboszlai today. He didn't train on Friday and was going through like rehabilitation, etc. So there is a question mark. Excuse me. Ooh. There is a question mark as to whether he'll be playing. So, well, we see the lineups, don't we? I'm just trying to find the Hungarian national team Twitter account, which I'm struggling with. Yeah, that's the thing with Poland. I just don't see where their goals come from. Is it Alex? Have they announced their team? Have they? Just catching up, mate. Is it a good move to go with who is recovering more balls rather than taking risks with attacking midfielders? The thing I would say is that I play the Sky Sports fantasy football game for the Premier League, and there are players in there that are really reliable for getting tackles and stuff. You get points in that game, bonus points in that game for completed tackles, and there are particular players there which are really good and predictable. Oh, we don't want that view. Which are really good and predictable for consistent numbers of tackles. So in a way, you could say that the ball recoveries are more guaranteed than attacking returns, but they are just less points bearing. So I'd have to ask fantasy team, which player in particular are you going for? Because there are some that are going crazy for ball recoveries at the moment, and others that might not be so consistent. I'm just going to go back, just in case something dodgy flashes up on my feed while I'm streaming. Hopefully we get some teams come out soon then. I haven't seen any lineups yet. There we go. Wow, he's not mucking around at all, is it? He's just gone full strength. Fair play. No messing around then. Yeah, there's the team. Yeah, there's got to be some changes then, hasn't there? I think I'm going to sack off Siemens. And I'll go for Gundogan. We'll stick Gundogan in. And I'll review. Confirm. So we'll do that. Oh, we've got to have some defenders as well, I suppose, haven't we? I'll get rid of Dumfries and I'll put in Neuer as well. Is Neuer in goal? Yeah. I just prefer Gundogan, Ben. I prefer Gundogan. I think he's got outside chance of ball recoveries as well. Oh, do you? I think Musiala's more likely to be subbed. Interesting one, mate. I still think Mittelstadt's the best German defender, and then I'll crack in a bit of Neuer as well. Why not? Triple German attack, triple England defence. Yeah, I think you could do a lot worse than that. I just prefer Gundogan to Musiala. It's just my personal preference. Let's just check. My Twitter feed's a bit of a mess. I'm just going to go back to this screen in case anything dodgy again comes up. Where are the teams? Why am I not getting the teams on my Twitter feed, eh? What's going on? So Bosley or McTominay, mate, I've got a poor answer to that question. You ready? I've got both. Sorry about that. I do have both of them at the moment. I think it might well be worth picking both of them. Where's all the teams then? McTominay's play. Yeah, but McTominay, he plays that role all the time for Scotland. I'm just waiting to see if Szoboszlai's in the lineup, mate. I'm having a bit of a nightmare working out the teams. They're not appearing on my Twitter feed. Usually, the first things that pop up on my feed are the starting 11s of all the teams, but I've not got anything. Can I go on the... Is there a way to find it on the official Euros website then? I mean, yeah, I'm getting done for here. Can't even find the team. Where are you guys seeing the lineups? Can I look at it on the old... this one? No. Matches. Did it say it there? Do they update their website with the starting lineups, I wonder? Loading. There we go. We can see them on here. Okay. Right. Who's your captain? Probably going to be Gundogan, mate. What is going on with this? Oh, I'm getting ads and everything. I just want to watch. What's going on? I don't want to stream it. Be careful, I'm going to get done for. What a nightmare. I just want to see the lineup. It was just playing me the game. Don't want to get done. I'll go to prison for that. We'll go on live score. You can use that for the lineups. Not sure about Cancelo. Here's my team. I'm just poking around with the lineups to see who I'm going to pick. Here's my team for the time being, but honestly, it's all to play for at the moment. Oh no. Oh, I hit under 18 by mistake. Oh well. What's going on? Scotland, Hungary. Lineup. There we go. Szoboszlai's playing for Hungary then. Scott McTominay plays for Scotland, so I'm happy to keep both of them in. Yeah, probably going to be Gundo captain, I reckon. I'm going to do that. Make captain. And then I just go Van Dijk, mate. I think he could be on pens. I think it makes sense. Hopefully, let me know if the stream is lagging for you. It's showing in my little preview that the quality is really bad and it's lagging, but I don't think it is. You have to choose one. I'll go Szoboszlai just because he's on set pieces. Your instinct says Havertz will score 2 goals. DeMarco's injured, I heard, so I'll go for a German defender. Cheers, Alex. Go for Mailer over Castagna. Solid. Decent enough, mate. Decent enough. So that's that lineup. And then Switzerland and Germany. That. It's Carver. I don't think Carvajal's worth it. I think Carvajal's one of the most likely to get rotated, to be honest with you, mate. There's the German team. That's full strength. I mean, I tell you what, I'm respecting Nagelsmann for that. That's a big call to go full strength. I guess they don't have their group completely, or they do. I think they've got it completely cleaned up, haven't they? Yeah, no mucking around there. Yeah, I don't mind Grimaldo, mate. He's in my team at the moment. I think he'll play. Although seeing Nagelsmann going, there you go, they're all in the lineup so you can see. Seeing Nagelsmann going for a full-strength Germany team makes you think. But Spain manager can play it the way he wants, right? I think Grimaldo probably plays. They haven't got first yet. Let's have a quick look. Groups. Not trying to diss the Euros or anything, but there are so many ads to load whenever you click onto. Oh yeah, so that's they haven't won the group. So yeah, they got it all to play for then, haven't they? Go back to fantasy. Musiala or good? I prefer Gundogan, mate. I still feel like he could take penalties. We were all big on Gundogan for penalties before, and then Germany got one. Obviously, it was Gundogan that received the foul, and he looked injured. So that's why I don't think he took it. I still think Gundogan could be the first choice pen taker, though. So I'm saying Gundogan. I do think Mbappe starts. That's why I've picked him, mate. Oyarzabal is very good, mate. Go for Oyarzabal if you fancy it. Do you think having Gakpo over... I'm pretty sure that would say Kane. Yeah. Nah. I wouldn't do that. Yeah, Oyarzabal's good. I don't have him in my team, but I can't say he's a bad option, right? I think he's a good player. Good player, good option. Don't mind it. I do think Gakpo over Kane is a big risk and probably not worth it either. I think England will improve in Matchday. And Slovenia, who they're playing, is probably one of the weaker teams in the tournament, right? So, could you use Rudiger? Who do you guys think is the best? Because I don't care because I'm on Limitless. If you were to pick one German defender, who would you go for? Yeah, I should get a bit of England. I've already tripled up on England with Kane, Bellingham and Pickford, but I don't mind Guehi as an option. Yeah, I think Jota's got a chance of starting. You just can't be 100% sure of it, which is why I've gone big on McTominay, Szoboszlai and Gundogan, because I think they're around the same sort of level, in my mind at least, as Jota. And you just know they're starting. So why not pick the players that you know are starting? That's my logic there. Limitless as well, and I'm using Rudiger over Mittelstadt. Fair enough. I don't think there's a whole lot to separate them. I'll tell you what has excited me about Rudiger is the shots he's been taking from outside the box. That is quite cool. But I would say Mittelstadt is the most advanced of all of the German defenders that I've seen. Kimmich not so attacking on the right-hand side. So, yeah, for that reason, I think I like Mittelstadt. Of course you can, Alex. Clean sheet odds here. Jota going to start? No one knows for sure, mate. It's a bit of a risk, I would suggest. Probably does, but the thing that the Portugal manager, Roberto Martinez, will want to rotate a little bit, but I don't think he will want to rotate so much to the point where it really impacts the balance of the team, right? I'll just go back to, that's the clean sheet odds. Alexandru, good to see you in the chat, mate. Hope all is well with you, mate. I hope you're doing good, my friend. Got KDB, Bellingham, Musiala, Gundogan. Which mid should I go for? We got one left. Go for McTominay or Szoboszlai, bro. Take your pick. Hernandez, Saliba, Koundé. Can you pick two least likely to rotate? Well, they won't rotate. I don't think they will rotate, mate. I think France will play full strength after their draw. Wouldn't worry about rotation. Oh, unlucky Alexandru. Great start to the tournament for you guys, though. Do you reckon you got a chance of getting through from like the third plate? Well, you probably got a chance of getting through full stop, haven't you, to be fair? The thing I would suggest about clean sheet odds as well is, with teams that rotate, how do you think that will impact their ability to keep clean sheets? That's the question that I would ask. Ake or VVD? I go Van Dijk, mate. How am I? Do you want to have a look how I'm doing so far? Not too badly. I had a really good match day in 92 points, which makes me overall second in the Golden Goal Members League. I am 78,000th overall at the moment, so not too shabby. I'll take that. Fair enough, Alexandra. I think that's a very real probability. Top three players from Germany, the three that I have in my team, mate. I like Gundogan, Mittelstadt, and Neuer. I do think Havertz is a good shout as well. Here's my Matchday 2 team, mate. If you're interested. Verbruggen, take the clean sheet off that. Very lucky clean sheet there. I like Musiala, but I just think that Gundogan's on pens still, and he's better for ball recoveries. 14 points last game. When did he get ball recoveries? He got ball recoveries in the first one. I just prefer Gundogan. I just prefer Gundogan. I do like Musiala. Kante. Well, how's he done for points? I don't think he's a good option. I would go Lukaku, William. Let's have a quick look. So someone was asking about Kante. What's he done for points so far? I don't think he's a good option. I wouldn't pick him. But for the benefit, I'll give it the benefit of the doubt and I'll have a look. 2 man of the matches, eh? I don't think you can rely on those player of the match awards. I really don't. 6 million, he's not a bad price, but maybe if you're scrounging for cash, he's decent, I suppose. But I just think you can do better. And I don't think the man of the match awards will be like against Poland. Do you think the man of the match for France against Poland will be Kante? I don't think Kante is going to win the game for them against Poland. I think it's going to be a forward that gets a brace or a hat trick, personally. Do I think Italy could keep a clean sheet? Yes. Yes, I think they could. Remember to like the stream, by the way, if you're enjoying it. I transferred out double Netherlands defence and brought in double. Oh, man. Hey, that's just unlucky, mate. Who could have foreseen that happening? Croatia conceding to Albania and the Netherlands keeping a clean sheet against France. I could not see that coming, mate. So, to be honest, I don't care about the answer to that question, William. No offence. I don't care about it because I don't know the answer to it. Unai Simon has a wrist injury, I heard, that he's been carrying for quite a lot of the season that he needs surgery on. I read that on Twitter the other day. So suggests to me that he could be rotated. Just something to bear in mind. I think Mbappe plays, mate. I've gone for him. Who would be the best under 7.5 million midfielder, excluding Oyarzabal, Eriksen, and Gundogan? Szoboszlai. Yeah, they got Scotland. I'd say Szoboszlai. And yeah, will Mbappe play? No one knows for sure, but I think so. So I'm going to go for him. I'm just going to crack Twitter on again a second to see if I share any useful news to you all. Yeah, hope everyone's had a good weekend, by the way. I'm looking forward to the football. Eriksen's decent, mate, yeah. Yeah, don't mind that. You could go Eriksen too. Don't mind that. Remy, I've answered that question like 4 chats ago. I would say I don't know the answer to that question. I think it's probably David Raya, but I don't think it's safe enough where you should pick one. I'll go Grimaldo personally, but I can see your reason. It's all right, bro. Do you know what I mean? It's just too uncertain for me to say that one's definitely going to play. If I were to say a player, it's Raya, but I wouldn't say it's certain enough to go for him. I would just pick Neuer and Pickford personally. Well, I think there's going to be goals in that game, mate. Both teams are pretty poor defensively. They both need to win the game. I don't see why picking the players most likely to score from both teams is a bad idea. Don't know what you think about that. I would be obviously concerned if I was picking a attacker that played one of my defenders, but other way around, I think it's fine. Who would you say is the best under 6 million midfielder who has attacking threat and ball recoveries? What we got? Honestly, I can't say Xhaka with how good. It's slim pickings, isn't it? Got an absolute killer game last time, right? Just looking for you, mate. Yes, Raul Duke. It has changed because there's been some lineups. It's really hard. Really hard to say. Tielemans. He obviously got a 10-pointer. Did he get ball recoveries? Yeah, he did. Don't mind Tielemans. What about Vitinha? He could get rotated, to be fair. You know what? I wouldn't be... Kante's done. Propped up by man of the matches, though, isn't he? I would say Gula, but he's doubtful. Tough one. Tough one. Go for this. Actually, yeah. Statue of Romania is not bad. Who's the Romanian penalty taker? Is it Marin? Marin. Forgive me, Alexandru. He's your country's best player, and I don't know his name. Where is he? I'd go for the Romanian dude. I'd go for Statue. Is Statue the penalty taker, is he? Well, in that case, I go for Statue. Statue or Marin of Romania? Because Romania look pretty decent. Right, I spent ages answering that question. Got Lord of the Rings on the box too. Excellent, mate. I was going to go for Gula, but he's now injured and only played 20 minutes last year. Understand that. I think so, Alex. I think so. Goalkeeper probably plays, but outside of that, I think it's too uncertain. Do you have a wildcard team available? Not really. I think there's just... This would be, wow. Within reason, I think, to be honest, I think this team's affordable. Maybe with 1 or 2 players being changed. But I don't think I've absolutely massively overspent with this team. Charlie Paul, yes. I'll tell you what. I will, if I link you a tweet, I'll just go on my Twitter, link you a tweet, and then you can reply to this tweet with your team. Once someone puts something in the chat, there's like a heart in the bottom right of my chat that hides the latest message, which is really annoying. So I can't actually pin it at the moment. I will do. Some teams other than England, mate. I think England will do all right. Got Slovakia, Spain as well. There you go. I'll put it. I will pin that comment. Chiesa over Mbappe in case he doesn't. Mate. I'm trusting in Mbappe to start. Sounds risky, that, doesn't it? But I'm trusting it. I would have gone full Krug if he was playing for Germany. I'm gonna go for Mbappe. What I'll do, just a second, I'll have a look for his latest fitness update on Twitter. Because why not? We're just searching for Mbappe knows on Twitter at the moment. I'm glad that I'm not sharing my screen at the moment because I've seen some really weird stuff about Mbappe's nose. Yeah, mate, but Gundogan does too, man. I just think he does play. I think he's got a chance of being rotated in for Cucurella. I got Pickford, but I've got Kane and Bellingham instead, mate. Suggestions for a forward. Well, the three that I've got, if you trust that Mbappe will play, and I'd reckon that Kai Havertz is a pretty good shout as well. But yeah, I got Pickford, mate. I just thought Bellingham and Kane are worth picking, quite simply. I do need to do my fan team in a second as well. So I'm going to load that up a second. I'll just go on my solo screen while I log in, just so I don't share my my login details on a YouTube live stream with 95 people watching. Mittelstadt. I like Mittelstadt, mate. Why not? Why not? Good on you, Charlie Paul. I'm just going to poke around with my fan team a second. And then we'll have a look. Slightly different sort of style of this game. I'm going to have to sell. I have to do some selling here. With less quality subs, I'm going to take no risk. And I'm going to go for Kai Havertz. And then I need to do something about this defence. I'm going to go this guy. Can I get Mittelstadt? Yes, I can. I think that's going to have to do. Not ideal. We're limping into this game week, really. It's not ideal. But I think that's going to have to be me. How are you gearing up for FPL, mate? I'm going. I need a little break before between Euros and FPL, but yeah, gearing up all right, thank you. I'll leave it there for a sec. Someone sent me a team, so I shall have a look at that. Limitless for Matchday 3 from Charlie. Nice team, mate. Nice team. I can't fault it. Can't fault it. I would probably favour Pickford over Donnarumma. Just because I think, oh no, you can't because you tripled up on England. Yeah, I think it makes sense. You got France keeper already. Yeah, I think it makes sense, mate. I think it makes sense. Got a question. Damn, what a debate. Cancelo or Trent out for a -4 with Frimpong or just hold? I think both Trent and Cancelo have a chance of not playing in Matchday 3. And I don't think I'd be buying Frimpong because I don't know if he starts either. So I would pick a player. If you're selling a player you don't think is going to start for a hit, the last thing you want to be doing is pick a player that you're not sure is going to start. So I would pick a player you're sure is going to start. Sure, mate. I've done it. Why not? I think England against I said Slovakia before. England against Slovenia. Slovenia are one of the weaker teams in the tournament, and yes, England were poor in the last game, but over the long run, England are a decent international team, right? Bellingham is a good player. Kane is a good player. Why not? Why VVD over Ake? Well, I've got the money. I'm on my Limitless, and I think Van Dijk offers more goal threat and penalties. That's a really good call, Vitor. I would say Mittelstadt over Van Dijk, but it depends. It depends how many German defenders you already have. Yeah, I wouldn't get rid of Gahey, mate, if I had him. I don't see any reason to sell him. If by the way, if you have tweeted me your team, I'm not going to be checking it religiously, so just let me know in the chat and I'll have a look. Yeah, mate, I personally see no reason why you shouldn't keep Gahey. I think he's perfectly decent. Perfectly decent option. What do you think about Kante? Yeah, we spoke about him. Not bad at all, mate. Not bad at all. The only thing you're kind of reliant on for him really is constant ball recoveries, which you'll get. But 6 of his points have come from Man of the Match awards. And I was just saying to someone else. Yeah, of course, William, just a sec. Do you think the Man of the Match for France against Poland is going to be a defensive midfielder? Or do you think it's a forward because Poland are a weaker team? I think it could be a forward that scores a brace or a hat-trick, i.e. Mbappe. Someone else sent me their team, have they? I've not got it yet, mate. I'd go VVD, Louis. Because I think Spain will rotate, quite simply. Oh, don't. Keep Gahey, got to get rid of Pickford. Yeah, I think you could probably pick another goalkeeper. Well, if you look at my team, Ahmad, that's the answer. Bellingham. Hopefully that point about Kante made sense there. That was my logic behind it anyway. Not a very scientific one, but I think it's logical that you'd expect them to score, wouldn't you? Just going to quickly go back to this fan team a sec. I'm not too happy, but I'm gonna use my wild card in the last 16. Captain Lukaku. Kane. Captain Lukaku. He's going to score at some point. Surely Lukaku's going to get a goal at some point. Sabitzer's going to play. I think Bruno will get minutes. Semi-decent bench. Well, you say that about Gundogan. We thought that in the first game, but he played 84 and a 90. And he played 90 with an injury as well. He obviously got that really bad tackle on him in the game against Scotland. Just boost up the price. We can see Musiala. And Musiala has played. He's played 90 in both. No, 72 and 74. So Gundogan's played more minutes this tournament than Musiala. Whether that means he's going to get... I prefer Gundogan. It's just my opinion. But if you prefer Musiala, then go for it. I want to give Gundogan the benefit of the doubt on penalties, and I think that he didn't take one because he was hurt from the challenge against Scotland. And if he wasn't on the receiving end of that challenge, he would have taken pens. Pinned chat message, mate, on Twitter. There we go. Got some teams in now. Will's team. Yeah, I can't fault that. There's nothing. I've got nothing more to say. I really like that team, mate. That'll do you just well, just fine. Moon GBE. Yeah, I think that's a good team. I can't fault it, mate. Can't fault it. Buzz. Yeah, can't fault it. Honestly, all of those teams you sent me are really nice. They're a little bit different to mine, but I'm not gonna pick holes in it. I think if you believe in the players that you picked there, I think they'll all do decently. FPL Tom's raided me, has he? Big ups, Tom. Thank you very much, my friend. He's a good mate of mine, FPL Tom. Just thinking about this fan team here a sec. Sorry, this is a different game. It's fan team. Just thinking about my selection here. Oh no. Did it? Oh, what a shame. Oh. That's annoying. I saw him tweet saying Sky Internet is rubbish, but I guess that he was live, wasn't he? Poor lad. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. He'll get back and recover. I hope you're enjoying his stream anyway. They're always very good. Coco Tay. Sorry, lads. I'm struggling with a bit of a runny nose here. I'll just do these teams and then nip out for 10 seconds just to sort that out. I can't fault the team, mate. Really nice team. Darlan. Yeah, it's worth the risk on Raya because Castiles will definitely play in my mind. I would probably go for... The only thing I would say is Walker my favourite England defender? Does anyone have a England defender they prefer to Kyle Walker and why? Let me know in the chat. But, I mean, I can't fault that team. Honestly, lads and ladies, if there are any in the chat, every single team that I've seen here is great. I can't fault them. I honestly can't fault them. 170 people watching at the moment. Holy moly. Hello, everyone. Yeah, Gahey. Everyone's saying Gahey. So, yeah, got a bit of a viewer opinion on that one as well. Still thinking about this team. Oh, so many teams going on, aren't there? I feel uncomfortable with what I've got on the bench. Screw it. We'll go for it. We'll creep through. We'll creep through. Right. So, my other fan team. I'll do the transfers in that now. We went for Mittelstadt. And I sold Ronaldo because I don't think Ronaldo starts. I sold Ronaldo for Havertz because we all know that Havertz starts. And that's the team. Captain. Captain Lukaku. Sorry, this is a different rules game, so pay no attention to who I am currently setting as my captain. It does not apply unless you're playing fan team. Team sorted there. Yeah, not too sure, Kieran, on Raya. I've heard that, what's his name? Unai Simon, the starting Spanish keeper, has carried like a wrist injury throughout the season. So there's a chance that he'll get rested. More of a chance, I'd say, than normal with the carrying the injury. So, good start. Are you watching the Scotland, mate? It'd be Scotland-Hungary. Definitely Scotland-Hungary. Fabian, Ruiz, or Ericsson? I would go for Ericsson because you can be pretty much guaranteed he's going to start. Gahey is good. Heard rumours, but not confirmed. What about, mate? Nah, I'd captain the Germans, mate. Mailer, Dallo, Castagna, or a Dutch defender? I'd say Castagna and a Dutch defender are kind of on equal weighting for Matchday 3 in my mind, so it's up to you. I said for Kante, right? Yes, he's a good option because he's got decent points, but 6 of his points have come from Man of the Match awards. And when you think against Poland, is the Man of the Match really going to be Kante? Or do you think it's going to be a forward who gets a goal, assists, whatever, because Poland are a bit weaker? I think it'd probably be a forward rather than Kante. So that was my thinking. I just don't know enough about what Spain can line up as, mate. I'd go Musiala over Ericsson because he's in the team and you just know he's playing. So I'd just go for that. I'd probably say Szoboszlai, mate. Well, he's in my team, so I'd say Szoboszlai because he's playing. Don't mind Dumfries. I had him in before. I just went for Grimaldo instead. Are you reviewing teams? Yeah, let's have a look. A few people sending me teams. Let's have a look. Shaniel, mate, good to see you. I'm doing very well. I'm going to a music festival next week. So for the entirety of the time the Grand Prix was on, I was putting up my tent to make sure there wasn't any holes in it. So I missed the Grand Prix. What happened? Unless anyone doesn't want any spoilers. Thinking of going Olmo over or Yazabal. We spoke about that. Cancelo. Why have you captained Gundogan and not Musiala? I prefer him, mate. Simply. Everyone's saying Musiala's better than Gundogan, but there's 2 points in it. And I would say of the two players, Gundogan is more likely to get ball recoveries, and he could still be on pens. I'm still giving Gundogan the benefit of the doubt on penalties. I just think Cancelo's a bit risky. I did have him in this team, but I would have to take a hit to take him out. So ignore that team. In this team with a Limitless, I'm not picking Cancelo. Do you think Yamal will play? Probably not. I just don't know what's happening with that Spanish rotation. You want to rotate a little bit, but then not take all of your key players out because that'll be too much and disrupt the flow. He hasn't played 90. He played 84 in the last one. I prefer Gundogan, mate. Got someone saying that Gundogan's going to play less minutes and someone saying that Gundogan's going to play more minutes. That's quite funny. I think Gundogan's the guy I'm going for. But if you want to pick Musiala, do it. Like, why will you not pick Cancelo? I just think he's going to get rotated. There's a chance he could get rotated. FPL Tom, mate, I've got something for you. 2 seconds, FPL Tom, I've got a present. There you go, bro. I'm doing very well. I heard your internet went out and I had a couple people come across from your stream. So thank you for sending them. And yeah, mate, I'm sorry to hear about your internet. What's going on with it? Give us an update, bro. Pretty annoying that. Sorry. Lewis got a podium. Well, you're a big... It's good. Good for him. I think that's a way to play it, but I think ball recoveries and lots of saves is part of the equation for picking these players. So I wouldn't pick a player just because they're good for ball recoveries. And I wouldn't pick a keeper just because they're good for saves. I'd pick a player that's good for ball recoveries and something else, and a keeper that's good for saves and you also think can keep a clean sheet. You're most welcome, mate. Are people DMing me their teams? Is that what people are doing? Hang on. I'm not going to show my Twitter DMs on stream. So if people are DMing me their teams, I'm just going to check. No, they're not. People send me unless my notifications are broken. But people are following me, which I'm very grateful for. But no one sent me their team. Oh, bro, sorry to hear that. Which game are you going to watch tonight, Tom? And what's your prediction? Scotland-Hungary. I'm going 3-2 to Scotland. Germany, Switzerland, I'm going to say 2-0 Germany. I'm just going to check. You should just be able to tweet me, though. There shouldn't be any restrictions to just tweeting me. Got 2 TVs in the living room. Do you live in like a... I've been trying to understand your setup. Do you live in like the family home, or have you got a shared gaff with football lads who've got 2 tellies? That's pretty sick if you do. Is this your final team? I'm pretty close, mate. I'm pretty close. I'd say Mbappe and Grimaldo are the 2 that I'm sort of unsure about. It's all right, bro. No dramas. I've got... okay. Cheers, Hayden. It's all good, mate. We'll find it. Oh, people have bloody replied to my tweet. But I didn't get a notification about it. That's really weird. Let me just check I've covered everyone. Oh, some people's are showing up as probable spam. Sorry, everyone. Any notable changes? DeMarco's probably injured. Oh, that is sick, Tom. No issues at all. That's an apt joke considering what happened to me last week, mate. I'm able to make jokes about it now, so I guess that's progress, right? DeMarco's injured, so I'll just be a little bit worried about that. I'll keep looking. I prefer Castagna. I do. I just think Castagna offers more attacking threat. In my opinion, he's the best. Castagna or Grimaldo? Why not both? Well, I don't think he's definitely injured. I just think he's a doubt. A doubt to the level that I wouldn't want to pick him, but he could still play. Maybe I'm just in streaming mood, Shaniel. Who knows? Sorry for asking again. Should I get rid of Rudiger for Mittelstadt, or should I get rid of him so that I can get Gundogan instead? Oh, blimey, it's a lot to take in. I'm gonna lean in. I'd get Mittelstadt, mate. I actually know I like Gundogan instead of Neto. You just can't be sure about Neto. You just can't be sure about that Portugal team. And yes, I know these German players could have limited minutes, but would you rather pick a player that you know is starting but might get limited minutes, or a player you don't actually know is going to start? The answer's pretty clear for me, which is why I've got McTominay and Szoboszlai. Because I think the two guys, they're in the teams. Both teams have to score. Weak defences. They're going to play 90, right? They're not getting subbed off. Of course I can, Tom. Oh, good teammate. That is strong. I've got absolutely no criticisms about that team. Really nice. Really nice. Well, I'm quite pleased that I remember on one of the first videos that I made about Euro 2024 fantasy football, I was saying the best chip strategy is Limitless Matchday 3. Build a team that can get you through the first two, and then save your wild card for the knockouts. And I think that feels like the best chip strategy. I don't know. It's just a gut feel at the start, but it seems to have been proven sort of right. As long as you could get through the first two match days. Jeff Johns. Fancy seeing you here. Is that me or the other Tom? We're both called Tom. Quite confusing. Mate, I'd say, yeah, I just said that. I just said about chip strategy. Vitor, Neuer, Pickford, Van Dijk, Hernandez, Koundé. Mate, I like the Coenciao. Is that how you say it? Coenciao. I like that. Yeah, don't mind it. Don't mind it at all. He's a nice little differential there. Liam, what are you asking for in terms of teams? Do you want to see my team? This is on the screen at the moment. Do you want to see the teams that have been announced? What do you want to see? I haven't got all Yazabel. Rudiger over Mittelstadt and Szoboszlai over Gundogan. Since I have 3 Germany already, and if I want Gundogan, I need to get rid of 1 Germany. Stick to your guns on that then, EMAP. Is Fass a good shout? Yes, but I pick Castagna if I was on a Limitless. You want to see the German lineup? No offense, but you could have a Google, but we'll flash it up. Anyone got a... We'll help each other in this chat. Anyone got a suggestion for Dash on a 6.5 million mid? This team locked in? I'm pretty close. I'm pretty close to saying it's locked in. Pretty close. Tell you what, I'm bloody glad that I did. Don't share Twitter anymore. I searched Germany team and there was a naked woman on my feed. There's the German team. We'll actually go back to it now. Mittelstadt. I just go Mittelstadt. I think Mittelstadt's the one. Lukaku, Gakpo, Bellingham, De Bruyne, Olmo, Stanchu, Gay, Hitar, Frimpong, Grimaldo, Carvajal, Maignan, and Casteels. I like it, just not 100% sure about Carvajal. I don't know, mate. I've been trying to keep my Twitter clean, but I just searched Germany team and a naked woman popped up. Just a little treat from Elon there. Is Bobby's Limitless team. Absolute legend of the Euro fantasy space. That's who he's gone for. Don't mind that. Don't mind that at all. I don't think Ronaldo's going to start Matchday 3. Oh, Hayden. Hey, come on. If you see that kind of picture on Twitter, tell me that you don't stop occasionally on that kind of thing. You know, it's just part of the game, isn't it? Yeah, I think you should go Lukaku over Ronaldo. I appreciate you coming over, Hayden. I appreciate that. He's come over, bantered me straight away, hasn't he? Best striker choices other than the big three. I go Havertz and Jota. Beat my other two. Saka instead of Bellingham. Oh, no, I'd still go Van Dijk, mate. I think Van Dijk's the best Dutch defender. Frimpong, yes, but you just never know if he's going to start. Plays on the 24th. Or Yazabal. I can tell, Tom. What have you been? You've been cooking up an interested audience by the looks of it. I'm only messing. I want to say Inacio. No, Cesare Cesar. Sorry if I've got your name wrong. No, I wouldn't use it. Just save it. I mean, there's no point using it for the sake of it. Nice team if you can get to it. Cambiasso, yeah, not bad. I just think you can do better. Any Spain player in mid? Oyarzabal seems to be in everyone's team. I don't have him. Am I missing something not going for Oyarzabal? I've gone McTominay instead. Is that a good idea? Yeah. And that's some poor logic, I guess, there, Charlie. But ultimately, mate, with Szoboszlai being on set pieces and pens, I think that just makes him better than McTominay. Even though I think Scotland probably win. What? Have I missed an Oyarzabal thing? Am I? Oyarzabal is expected to play 9 and be on pens. Is this true? This could be a late change. This could be a late change to the boys. We could be getting McTominay out. McTominay could be becoming Oyarzabal. I'm not convinced he starts either. I'm joining the FPL Tom cult here by the looks of it. The Oyarzabal cult. Okay. All right. I trust Fran as well. Not that I don't trust you, Tom. If he's on pens, you got to do it, haven't you? You got to do it. Got to be done. Yeah, but Spain are going to be rotating. We'll just confirm FPL. I'm going to go back to this screen a sec. There's one more thing I need to do as well. I need to do my Bet365 team. Oyarzabal. 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 FPL. Blimey, he's absolutely smashed it, hasn't he? We'll share. As your predicted Spain team. He's in, mate. Oyarzabal was in. Let's just make sure. Date. We got it the right way around. Yeah, we're all good. He's in. I prefer Gundogan to Szoboszlai, mate. Just. No, I said Van Dijk, mate. I think Van Dijk's got more actual goal threat, and he could well be on pens. Thoughts on Kerkez was playing. You could do worse, but I just think they're going to concede. Nacho or Carvajal? Is that Carvajal? I go Nacho. Looks like he's going to start. That's the Spain predicted team. Jota or Lamine? I go Jota. Do you think Costa, is that the Portuguese goalkeeper you're talking about? Because yes, he probably does. Take Morata over Ronaldo. Fair. Best keeper apart from Neuer, Pickford. Go for the other one I got. I'm just going to log into Bet365 and do my team a sec. Not plugging it, I'm just saying I got a team. Kunde or Grimaldo? Grimaldo, mate, got you. Vivian. Is he for? Yeah, if you're on your limit, if you're not on a limitless, mate, go for it. I need to log in. It could well be worth it, to be fair. 4 million Spain defender expected to start. I don't mind that. Only why do 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 do. Thank you, folks, by the way. I've really enjoyed this stream. It's really boosted my mood today, and I really appreciate it. Just wanted to say, I've really enjoyed chatting to you about fantasy football for what time that I have. I'm just trying to load up my Bet365 team just to make some changes to that a second, but I can't find it. In play? It's in play, isn't it? My bet? Is it in my bet? Live now? Unsettled? Where is it? Oyarzabal is on FPL France Twitter, mate. There you go. I'm going to wildcard last 16, Tom, I think. Just makes sense. I'm going to sort of crawl through this phase, and then we'll... there you go, my entries. Not doing so well, though. Well, actually, no. It's not horrendous. I'm 5,000th overall out of 100,000 players. I guess it could be worse. I'll show you what I'm going to do with it. Here we go. So what I did, it's going to lead... It's not ideal, right? I'll admit. Not ideal what I'm doing with this team, but I don't want to take a hit. I'm going to go this guy to Milstat. I'm going to go Ronaldo to Havertz because he's starting. And then that's my 2 frees. And then we'll go Lukaku captain. It's only 12% owned. Unbelievable. And Kane. That's my team. Yeah. So yeah, we'll creep through this week, I reckon, and then attack the wild card last 16. Alternative to Kane, I think you already asked me that. I said Jota or Havertz is the other decent strikers. No other team leaks, mate. That wasn't really a leak. That was more intel. Chuck in the chat, though, if anyone's seen any good lineup predictions. Any other team? No. Alternative to already answer that. Why no Portuguese? I just think they're going to rotate, mate. I think it's really hard to predict who's going to start. Would you pick Szoboszlai over FPL Tom? If you're still in the chat, mate, would you pick Szoboszlai over Oyarzabal? Best Portuguese defender? I'd actually say Dalot. I think Dalot could play this week. Or the goalkeeper. Dalot or the goalkeeper. So I don't think Ronaldo will start, but I do think Bruno Fernandes has a real chance of starting just because he's just a 90-minute just god, isn't he? So, and the upside to Fernandes starting and Ronaldo not is he's on penalties and free kicks and everything, right? So, bro, you go Szoboszlai over Oyarzabal? I think I would too. I just bear in mind the fact that he's in the starting lineup and we know that he's playing. That's you know, that's information pretty much enough to pick him in my mind. I wish Gordon would start. I wish Rashford would start. I think we're missing Rashford. Or should you keep Fernandes? It depends. If you have to take a hit to get rid of him, then I wouldn't do that. God, that's really hard. Because I really like the thought of keeping Fernandes and just hoping that he plays. I guess it depends what the rest of your team is. If you're really happy with the rest of your team and think they're all going to play, I think Bruno Fernandes is worth the risk. We all love FPL Tom's videos, don't we? Gakpo or Kane? Kane. Just take the best striker in the world who takes penalties, I would. Would you rather have Gundo and Musiala or one of them and Eriksen? Oh yeah, I'd take them both. You just know, I think there's so much just strength in knowledge that these players play. I wouldn't underestimate that. You just don't know what could happen this week with other players. Knowing that they're in the starting lineup, I think, is big. Got Mbappe and Lukaku at the moment on a Limitless. So who do you think I should put up there with them? Kane? Yeah, well, you don't need to ask me that question, mate. You can see my team and what I've done. Best under 8 million attacker, Havertz. Or Jota. I don't know how much Jota is. I think the double up, in my opinion, is a little bit too risky. I'd pick one and then go for a player you're sure is going to start. You don't need that many punts. Yeah, that'll do you, EMAP, I reckon. EMAP. I reckon that'll do you. Same, Tom. Same, mate. Castiles, what a legend. My rank, not too bad. I've actually done all right, I think. Matchday 1, not so great. I got 92 points in Matchday 2, which I think is pretty good. So that leaves me overall. Someone's beating me in my members league. I'm actually going to have to fork out some cash and buy him a prize. Really messing. World leaderboard, 78,000. Me, after a couple of weeks, don't think that's too bad. One thing you'll find with this, in order to get a good rank, you just got to keep like with the pace, just like keep up with players that are playing, rotation, etc. You'll beat, I think, 50% of, well, more than that, probably 70% of the players in this game just this week in picking players you think are going to start. That's my opinion anyway. Like, we're all in the same boat, right? But to be watching a live stream of a bloke talking about Euro 2024 fantasy football, you're into your fantasy football and you're probably a small percentage of the people actually playing the game. So as long as you just keep up with players that are starting and rotations, etc., I think you'll do just fine in this game. I just prefer him, mate, quite simply. I think he's on pens. I still think I'll give him the benefit of the doubt with the last one. Don't stress it too much, Jesse. The outcome is out of your control anyway. I go Mittelstat. I do like Szoboszlai. Anyone got some help for Nick J2 there? Musiala or Szoboszlai captain? Kane. I've got him in my team, mate. If you want to see, Charlie Paul wants to see both of our teams. I think I'm final team. There's FPL Tom's team, by the way, if you want to look at it. If you want to copy Tom's team, there it is. Oh, Jesse is fine, mate. Internet is back. Let's go. If Tom gets on his stream, I don't know, you do like a watch longer? No, he'll probably watch the games, wouldn't he? For the last 5 minutes, if Tom goes back live, get on his stream, everyone. I go Bellingham. Is yours the final team? I think so. I don't think I can make any changes to that. I think that's a pretty solid team, I've got to say. Sky and fish me off. People, like, I get it. People are asking me questions about who I think they should buy in their team, but I'm going to answer with the questions that the players that I've picked. So I completely appreciate your question, Swish, but all you got to do is look at my team to know the players that I'd want to pick. Mainion and Costa, mate. I'm not 100% sure Simon's going to play. It's Gahey or Dalot for me, mate. I can see this message, I don't know. And is Mbappe starting? No one knows if Mbappe's starting. Sorry, Swish, that was just a very blunt answer. Why have you picked Oyarzabal or Musiala or Wirtz when they're confirmed to start? Why not? Bit of fun, isn't it? I'm already tripled up on Germany, so can't buy any more German players. That's the way to go, Jesse. And if you need to turn off my stream in order to do that, do it, mate. I don't know about Mbappe. I'm hedging my bets that he is, but I don't think anyone knows for sure. If I was the France camp, I would keep it very closed lips as to whether he's going to play. But I would say a week after he broke his nose with a mask, if he can't play that game, what's to say he's not going to miss the rest of the tournament, you know? Big ups, FPL Tom. Thank you very much for joining, mate. And yeah, hopefully we can... I'm really difficult for time this week, so I'm going to Glastonbury, so I definitely want to do a stream with you again. But yeah. Big ups, mate. Looking forward to it. Tweet the setup, mate. The people deserve to know what it's like. Yes, Harry. Spain are expected to rotate. Kane or Griezmann? Kane. Yes, I would, Crown. Ooh, I'd pick them both. There's no comparison between the two. I'd pick them both. I'd pick them both. Someone else has got to make way in my personal opinion. Did he? Well, there you go. Mbappe will play them. Definitely, Tom, mate. Definitely. I've swapped Musiala for Oyarzabal and then Neuer for Donnarumma. I'd stick with Neuer. I think Germany have better clean sheet odds than Italy. Jesse, I don't much prefer him, but I prefer Gundogan. As you can see, I don't have Musiala in my team. It's just my opinion. I'm not saying Musiala's a bad option. I just prefer Gundogan. No hate to Musiala. I just prefer Gundogan. I don't think it matters, mate. I would go Van Dijk. Oh, yeah, I think that could be worth it, Cesare. It depends if you're looking to gain rank or hold. If you're looking to gain rank, I'd probably keep him. But if you're looking to, if you're looking to hold rank, I'd probably keep him. But if you're looking to gain, I'd make the move. Oh, I see, mate. I see. Good move, Charlie. So on my Limitless, I think it's really hard for me to pick Bruno Fernandes. But if you're not, as long as you have 14 other players around him, you can pretty much guarantee are going to play. I like the thought of holding on to Bruno, because if he does play, Ronaldo probably doesn't, and that means he's on pens and free kicks and all of it, right? Van Dijk. Pick the player I've got in my team, mate. The answer is right in front of you. 3 minutes to go. I'll take a few more questions, then I'm going to run off to the telly with my flatmate and watch the game. I'm intrigued to know which one he's going to put on as well. Grimaldo. I'd say Grimaldo has more of a chance of playing. I think. Not certain on that, mind. Not certain on that, but I just think he is more likely to play. My preference would be the Scotland-Hungary game because there's more on the line for it. But I reckon, to be honest, I do all my streaming on a MacBook, so we'll probably put a game on the telly and then I'll crack this MacBook on another game, whichever one of the two games we're not watching. Bit rubbish, isn't it? I don't know why they've done this, but for the next few days, 2 games on at the same time. Not sure how I feel about that, lads. The deadlines are all a bit later as well. Just bear that in mind. But as an Englishman, I think the Scotland game just has more on it. Not from a hate perspective, they're just close by, aren't they? Bruno, Bellingham. Limitless, I'd go Bellingham, but I do like the thought of keeping hold of Bruno as a differential. Oh, stopping match fixing. Okay, yeah, it makes sense because there's obviously the results actually matter, I suppose, at this point. But it's a weird one, isn't it? Weird one. I'd go Mbappe. Pick the player I've got in my team. People asking me questions about players I've got in my team. They're in my team because I like them, so I'm going to say yes. I'd go Bellingham over Ericsson, Brown Ninja. I think I would. I think I would. Right. I think we're nearly done, lads. That's nearly the end. Teams locked in. Just make sure I got the dates all right. Yeah, we're good. We're all good. We're all good. There we are then. I wish everyone the best of luck. That's the deadline. That's 8 o'clock. I want to wish everyone the best of luck. And I'm going to go and watch the games myself. So I wish you guys all the best of luck with your fantasy football teams. Enjoy the football. And maybe have a video out for you tomorrow. Although with what we know, it's going to be really hard to make a video. But yeah, I probably will. So hopefully see you tomorrow.